What's going on, everybody? This is a halftime show. It's your man Philip Hawkins here. I'm sitting over here with my man Aaron, Lamar, and my girl Kaylin.
What's going on?
Last night we had the Colts versus Texans. Texans beat the Colts in. Oh, shit.
Just start over. It's okay. You yelling too.
Yeah. Just started over.
I ain't gonna say it while he was talking. I knew he was gonna start over. Okay. All right. So, all right, go ahead. You right there, so you don't gotta talk too loud. We put Lamar in the back for a reason. Because his voice is gonna carry.
All right.
You gonna hear about that?
I mean, it's
All right, we ready?
It's 3:29, ain't it? You my man.
All right, let's go.
All right.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man Philip Hawkins here. This is the halftime show. I'm sitting here with my man Aaron, Lamar, and my girl Kaylin.
What's going on?
Last night we had the Colts versus the Texans. What did y'all think about the game last night?
Okay, so with the Colts and the Texans, man, like it was an exciting game because like came back. I had the Texans winning all from the jump, but I didn't when they was playing. I was like, oh man, they gonna let me down today. Mm-hmm. And they came back from 13 points, 14 points, and came back in overtime. So I was cool with that. I was like, yeah, those are the type of games I like to see right there.
I mean, the best way I would explain it is Brock Osweiler had his Paul Pierce moment. That's why I'm here. That's why y'all paid me that 4 years, $72 million. Came back, finally started looking like a quarterback. I don't know what he was doing before. And led 2 scoring drives back to back, and then game winning field goal.
For sure.
Yeah, although Andrew Luck didn't look too bad, but that defense is just, they fell apart in the last 4 minutes of the game. So I just think the Colts are just a bad team in general. Is just like Andrew Luck and everybody else, and it kind of showed last night. He did as best that he could for the most of the game. Had one pick, but he still threw a touchdown. He's 11-4 touchdown interception ratio this year, but that defense is just awful. So everything comes down to them, I feel like.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like the Texans could do whatever they wanted. I mean, Lamar Miller, their running back, had 149 rushing yards and a touchdown. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this dude was running all over the place. You know, I mean, Colts really didn't have a stop for it. Andrew Luck did his thing. Frank Gore, 106, rushing yards on 22 carries, doing his thing, carrying his load. But if they can't get it done on the defensive side of the ball and close out games, they're not gonna win. That's why they're 2-4.
They most definitely gotta. They need some building. They gotta do some building. Yeah. So like it's postseason, it's draft. They need to evaluate. They need to drop a whole bunch of people. Either drop them or something, because whatever they doing ain't working. They need to go back to the drawing board.
I mean, I don't think the Texans are all that, especially after losing J.J. Watt for the year. But
you forgetting about Clowney though. Like
I mean, Clowney and what was it, Murr? I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
But know what you mean.
Yeah, Clowney and the other DNA guy. Let's start with M. I can't pronounce the last name. It's getting on nerves. But they've been playing well. But outside of that, it's just I don't know. It's just something not right about that division. That whole division sucks. By the way.
Yeah.
But if the Colts won, they would have had a chance to really win the division. But with that loss, now it would go down a tiebreak, and at worst, they'd be split 1-1 if they get one win.
Yeah, I mean, even though the division's not that well, they are 4-2. So 4-2 is not a bad record.
It's not a bad record. Not when you got the Panthers with 1-5.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
So.
And you got the same record as the Broncos right now.
I mean,
it was defensively stout.
It was more inspiring for the Texans as it was more. It was more demoralizing for the Colts than it was inspiring for the Texans.
Oh yeah, I mean, the Texans were the first team to overcome a 14-point deficit in the final 3 minutes of the game since Tim Tebow and the Broncos in 2011. That just speaks to how bad that Colts defense is looking right now.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Most definitely.
And then the Colts are very one-dimensional. Frank Gore was the first 100-yard carrier they've had since 2012. So he's gone 4 years, 4 seasons without 100 yards.
Yeah.
So you know
and I
what
mean,
the Colts
Frank
are going to do.
Gore he's a hard rusher. Like he's so low to the ground when he's running. He's gonna just simply run you over. He's stocky and he got that power in behind him. So that's just all it is to it. But I mean, it's the Colts. Like
this one,
you try to have faith in him just because of Andrew Luck, because you know what he can do, but he don't have anybody to do it with. Like He needs a better wide receiving core. He needs a better offensive line. The defense just needs to start all the way over. Like, it's so many things you could keep going on and on and on and on about. They're actually a really upset. It's an upset, like, because they're wasting his talent.
Yeah,
to be honest.
And the Colts have never had a great organization or team. They really got to hide behind Peyton Manning for however many years he was there. And now it's showing how this organization is just not put together properly, not a really well running machine. Because you don't have Peyton Manning there anymore, and you look at this team, it's just they don't look good at all. So
They missing something. And not to always say that it starts with the coaching, but I think it's also something with the coaching and with the locker room.
Yeah.
Because you can have mediocre teams come together and do better than that. They not connected.
No.
They not connected at all.
Well, in the NFL, if you don't run the ball, you don't win games.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
You
true.
have to be able to have a good running game if you want to win games.
You got to
And
split that up.
And if that's the first, 100-yard rushing game that they've had since 2012, you're not going to win a whole lot of games if you can't run the ball. As good as Andrew Luck may be, he can do it all, but
I mean,
he can't-
they know they only gonna throw the ball. That's all.
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
The
That's all
defense
they
knows that. We know Andrew Luck gonna throw the ball.
50
Like, it's not a
yards.
question.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like, not to change the subject. I know we on the Colts and we talking about running backs, but LaShawn McCoy,
Mm-hmm.
dude,
Yeah, he's on.
he's balling.
Oh, he's balling right
He's-
now.
He's
on the
balling.
team.
Like, I'm glad I didn't play against him this week during my fantasy.
He's
Like,
balling.
when I seen his stats, I was like, oh, okay.
Now, I wasn't just saying Fran with the best team in the world.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
But-
But
He's still doing his thing. Gotta give him his
Yeah.
props.
yeah. 3
We'll give credit
touchdowns.
where it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
he's throwing.
Yeah.
All right, last night in the Monday night game, it was the Cardinals versus the Jets, and the Cardinals just put a whipping on the Jets, 28-3.
It's-
In Arizona,
They basically got punched in the mouth.
I
All
mean,
up in the mouth.
I feel bad for the Jets, man. I mean,
And I really had the Jets as like one of my shockers for the year, like in the playoffs, and they are making me look really bad right now. Like, I'm upset because I just knew, like, oh, the Jets, they gonna bring it this year. Like, they not gonna be like Super Bowl contenders, but they going to
Make
the
the
playoffs.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, it may be the bird. It might, I don't know.
It all falls to the quarterback.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
I mean-
not playing up to his potential.
No.
He had that holdout off summer long. So we're thinking he's coming in.
He's coming
He's
in
gonna do
hot,
something great.
ready.
He just thrown
No,
11 interceptions already this season.
Nah,
so.
this is what Ryan
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick. He's career-wise has been a below to average quarterback. His whole time, he's basically a premier backup. Like, if
Pretty
you
much.
want a backup, he your guy.
Yeah.
But if you want a starter,
No.
you may
No.
want to look another way.
Uh-uh.
And people thought it was different because, okay, you got 2,000-yard receivers with Eric Decker and Brandon
Marshall.
and Decker's out for the year.
Then you have Quincy and Nunwa, who showed promise at receiver, big target, nice hands.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, if you want to really put in perspective, Patrick may just like money because Fitzpatrick, both his career years were when he was in a contract year. Other than that, he's basically been just like nothing, just
Yeah.
burning the
A
rubber.
scrub.
Yeah, because I mean, last year he didn't like, and I don't even know how to. He's just bad. He's just being bad. I
Hey,
don't.
last
Like,
year
I
he
can't
did
even
set the
explain that. He's
record
just
for
being
most
bad.
TDs by a Jet quarterback.
Yeah,
He
So-
did. He had a good season last year, but when you look at it, and when it was time to perform, I don't feel like he was there.
Yeah.
Like, he performed enough to where you be like, oh, he wasn't like horrible.
Yeah,
I
he was
mean-
about like a game or two last year.
I mean, they didn't make the playoffs because they lost in the last game of the
Yeah,
season
right.
to the
Mm.
Bills.
So,
And they got punched in the mouth in that game, too.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't know how you can't find Brandon Marshall. I mean, I know Patrick Peterson was checking him, but the line awful. I mean, Brandon Marshall 6'4", about 220.
Big guy.
I mean, I
And
don't
he
know
got
how
nice
you.
hands. And
I
he
don't
got
know how
nice
you-
hands.
He gave him one jump ball, and he basically treated Pat Pete like his son and got that for a 27-yarder. So you go from that to literally just not being able to find him the rest of the game. 3 catches, 70 yards. I think it was
He's
5 or
like-
6 targets.
Not too many defensive players, safeties, cornerbacks, none of that can match up with Brandon Marshall because of his size.
Yeah,
Like,
physically.
he's big and he got nice hands. He's not big and then he gonna drop a whole bunch of balls. He's big and if he jump up there, dude's
Oh,
gonna
he's
hold
getting
on
it.
to
I was
it.
gonna say, yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
hold on to it. Like, he's focused. He's in there. But it's just sad. He maybe he need to go with Andrew Luck. Maybe he need to go to the Colts.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Hey,
Andrew Luck need to go
maybe
to
they
the
be a
Jets.
playoff
It might
team
not-
after
it
that.
might
It
not
would
be a
it would be
bad
hot
Because
right
Brandon
there.
Marshall not used to playing with talent.
No.
I mean,
No,
he had
he's
Jay
not.
Cutler
That's
twice,
not
That-
true.
which I feel bad for
Yeah,
him.
I'm
Crap.
saying,
Then he
too
had
much.
Fitzpatrick. Then he had Josh McCown. But hey, if you want him in your locker room, he a nice guy because he shot at all his quarterbacks, even though you
Yeah.
know they scrubs. Like,
He do. He do.
As Stephen A. said, if you a quarterback, you like Brandon
want
Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah,
Because
you want Brandon Marshall.
he's cool. He's cool. He's
Even
good.
on the other side of the ball for the Jets, they gave up this is their first game giving up 3 rushing touchdowns in 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was to Shady McCoy.
Yeah.
It just shows you how good he is. But usually you can count on their run defense to be pretty stout. It's not
Something's missing.
something's missing when
Because-
the defense is not as good.
Right.
As it usually
But because
is.
like in the first game when they played the Bengals and the first game of the what was their first game? It was their first game of the season.
Yeah, and they won barely.
And they
by a
barely
field goal.
won. I
Yeah.
was still like, okay,
And,
they gonna work out some kinks. They might be all right because that defense was getting after Andy Dalton.
and the
Just to
Bengals are a
come
good
find
team.
out that Andy Dalton's line is just crap older
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
So that's all that was. But like when they defense ain't it's a clear rollover. When they defense ain't right,
Yeah.
they not right.
I
as a
mean,
whole.
it got so bad for the Jets yesterday. They even put in Geno Smith. They even
And
let
Geno Smith
miss
still
some
threw a
stats. And I was gonna say he threw the
Geno
ball
is the
6
pick
times
king.
and he
Geno's
threw a
gonna
pick.
throw a pick. It doesn't matter. He's throwing a pick
That's
off the
bad.
muscle.
But not taking anything away from the Cardinals, though. I mean, David Johnson did his thing. I mean,
Had him
22
on
carries.
fantasy, still lost because I was down 64 points. So
Oh, yeah.
he,
You was
yeah.
gonna
He
lose.
was gonna
anyway.
lose
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean,
But I mean,
it was
he
him
did
and
it-
Brandon Marshall. So Brandon Marshall chose well, actually, no, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. My bad. My bad, B. Marshall. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
But I mean, 22 carries, 111 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I mean, dude was doing his thing out there. Dude's
Yeah.
definitely he's having a Pro Bowl season.
yeah.
He's definitely having a Pro Bowl season.
Pat P called him a very, very special player. So if I'm listening to Pat P, I think he's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the Cardinals are getting back into form. I think they kind of struggled coming out the gate.
turning the corner.
They're turning the corner. They kind of struggled coming out the gate, losing to Garoppolo, which I think just threw them off.
Jimmy G.
You know, they just
Yeah.
lost to Jimmy G from the jump.
Please don't call him that.
Well, I mean, they're at a place now where I feel like they can turn around their season. I mean, they're 3-3.
3-3, back
And
to 500.
they still, they're back at 500. So now, if they continue to win, you know what I mean, they can make a
striking
run.
distance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
They-
this team wasn't a championship game last year. I know they got beat down by Cam. They were still there.
Yeah.
So they know how to win.
They know how to
put it
win,
together.
and I think they will find a way to win. Cause that's just a winning team. Like
Yeah.
when's the last time the Cardinals have had like a really bad season?
Wait a minute.
It's been about 3 years because the last 3 years they got double-digit wins, made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, like and it might have been more than that. I don't know.
No, I don't know. From hearing the stat yesterday, I think they said 3 straight years with double-digit wins.
Yeah, so
And then they had Drew Stanton at quarterback for half that one of them years. So
yeah.
they still found a
Yeah,
way.
they can still. I think they can still make a run. I don't know how deep they'll go playoff.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is that they finally got a 2-pronged attack. Now they have a running back
Yeah, running game now.
who can finally get over 1,000 yards. Because the last running back to go over 1,000 yards in a Cardinals uniform is Beanie Wills, and he doesn't even play football.
I was gonna say, he knows
So-
to shoot.
I mean, the only 2 teams in front of Arizona in the playoff picture for the NFC is Philadelphia and the Rams,
And they tied with the Rams.
and they tied with the Rams. And I mean, I don't.
Philly's lost their last 2. So.
Philly
Yeah.
has been shaky, so and the Rams, they don't have enough tools to win
Yeah.
offensively, and then defensively they're just hurt. They're hurt defensively.
Case Keenum had an alright game though. He was throwing strikes. I don't know what happened to
True.
the defense though.
I
The
like
defense
their
is hurt.
though.
Yeah.
Like when all their players
When
are
they're healthy.
intact and healthy,
really good
they have a
defense.
really good defense,
Yeah.
but their defense is hurt right now, so they're not gonna perform.
They just
whatever
wasted
they
his
do.
his like career day. That was the game of his life, and they wasted it.
So then the Cowboys and Packers played on Sunday.
Yeah.
Score was 30-16. Cowboys beat the Packers at Lambeau. Dak Prescott was out there doing his thing.
Man,
Cowboys are 5-1 now. Guys, I
Jerry
think Dak
Jones,
is the
man.
Dak is the guy to go with.
Jerry Jones is done. Like I truly feel like
He's never been intelligent.
Tony Romo. He never has been. I feel like Tony Romo then watched him do something, and he's blackmailing this
no,
man
for real, I
to
believe
keep
you.
him on the roster
something he does.
because he
He's a
said, coming in after the break, the only thing I would love to have is a healthy Tony Romo ready to go. And that, wait, what? What? Why are we even talking about this man's name? He has been hurt every year. Like retire, bro.
Yeah.
Retire. Your back's bad than mine.
36.
I was gonna say.
And he's old. He's getting
He's
older.
old.
Not
I was gonna
old,
say.
but older.
Like he ain't getting no better. Like he's Like, this is y'all year to go to the playoffs. And you still talking about Tony Romo? Like, if you put Tony Romo in, y'all playoff hopes are gone. Like, they're done.
Tony Romo may just get Drew Bledsoe because, you know, he did the reverse on him. Drew Bledsoe was playing poor, and Drew Bledsoe missed the interception was his middle name. And he took Drew Bledsoe's spot, and Drew Bledsoe had Tom Brady take his spot. So maybe it's time for Dak to take Tony Romo's spot. I mean, I know they got the best offensive line in the league.
They do.
It would be one thing if.
And the thing is, they got the best offensive line in the league, and Tony Romo still hasn't been able to produce. They've been having a good offensive line for like the last
2 years.
yes, and he's still been crap. Like, and he's getting hurt. Like, get like, bro, sit down, just sit down.
It would be one thing if Prescott wasn't out there doing what he's doing, but the dude's thrown
He's
one
not a
interception
game
in
He
6
just
games.
thrown his first interception.
He just threw his. He broke the
Tom Brady's
record.
Who took Drew Bledsoe's spot?
You know what I'm saying? And if he's producing like that, I don't see why you take him out. Because football's a game of chemistry. So if
The chemistry's there clearly with him and Ezekiel
and
Elliott.
man.
Cole
Zeke
Beasley
is
had
balling.
Cole Beasley is.
and just wait till they get
Yes.
Des Bryant back.
Yes.
Because then what you gonna do?
Yeah, Dak to me, man, he's got a real good feel for this Cowboys team, and I'm not a Cowboys fan by any stretch
Me either.
of the imagination, but I just like seeing those two guys.
I like watching them play. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
I like
I'm not a
watching
They're
Cowboys
very
fan, but
exciting.
He can
to
beat the Packers
watch.
every week.
I mean,
That's happy with me. I'm fooled.
It's what I call, it's a classic case of my line is better than yours. So they treated the D-line of the Packers like little kids. I was like, you gonna finger paint and we gonna play basketball outside. So
What you
Fango
know what the
pain.
funny part about that is that Green Bay came in one of the top rushing defenses in the game. They only gave up like 48 yards.
But
Yeah.
I feel like
They-
that stat was a little skewed. What dominant rushers had they faced besides Adrian Peterson, who got a bunch of bandages as his O-line?
You know how many dominant rushing attacks are there in the game at the same time too? It's not too many.
I
There's a
mean,
couple.
Well, I mean, they were also going against the best running back in the league. I mean, Zeke is leading the league in rushing yards.
Yeah, it's like 7
4 straight games with
Yeah.
over 130 yards.
Yeah.
He's the first player in Cowboys history and the first rookie in NFL history with 130 yards in 4 consecutive games.
He's on Eric Dickerson pace. In first 6 games, he has the second most rushing yards through 6 games by a rookie.
Yeah.
Eric Dickerson number 1, him number 2, and guess who's number 3? Purple Jesus.
Purple
Adrian
Jesus.
Peterson.
I mean-
so if he's in Adrian Peterson conversation, that's enough.
Oh, especially as a rookie. I mean, shoot, it looks like Emmitt Smith is back out there playing for the Cowboys, man. I mean,
Like,
but really,
It's what makes some old heads happy. Like, my grandma, she is, like, she used to be a Cowboys. I ain't gonna say she used to be a Cowboys fan. She's the biggest Cowboys fan I know. But she said she was gonna retire them until they retired Tony Romo. And now, since they got Prescott out there and Zeke out there, she done brought her she done dusted the old sweaters off and everything. She out here got a sweatshirt on. She said, "Yeah, I gotta rep my squad."
Okay, so question to you guys. We see them doing very well. They're 5-1. Offense is flowing. Defense is good. Not great.
not great, but,
but
they
good.
are.
How far do you think the Cowboys can go? I mean,
They most definitely play
Super Bowl? Can we
But-
say
Not
Super
Super
Bowl?
Bowl.
I think
Super Bowl.
I think they
Championship game?
I think
for
they
the
can make it to
Cowboys?
the NFC Championship.
I think like you know how they do sequels to movies. I think that's the 2014 Dallas Cowboys with a different cast.
Wow, so they're going to get...
Ooh.
I like this team better than that team.
I think their team is better because they have a more talented running back. DeMarco Murray was one-dimensional. I think Ezekiel Elliott is a better
He's
pass
gonna say
catcher,
everything.
and I feel like he has more upside. But I
But
feel
think,
like
I'm gonna say why you wrong. Just because look who they had. Look at the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks is changing right there. They most definitely going to their championship game. Now whether they'll win or not, I don't know. If they play
Championship game?
I
Minnesota,
don't know.
if they play Minnesota, they gonna win. And I'm gonna
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna say
see-
they gonna win.
see,
I'm
I
gonna say
see,
they gonna
I'm-
win.
I'd take
I'd
Dak
see.
over,
I was gonna say, I
what's
think-
his name?
I agree with you, but I don't know if you look
Dak
at that
can run
defense. We got some dogs out
I was
there.
Y'all
gonna
do
say-
got some dogs
I
out
was gonna
there,
say-
but
I was
Dak
gonna
can run
say-
that ball. He's not just gonna sit back there in that pocket. Y'all got it's too much with him and Zeke. No, and don't let them have.
I don't know.
back.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
we
know if they're
balled
better
up
than
Cam
the
Newton and sacked him 8 times.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
just
not
But
the
Cam
same
Newton,
team
they
this
don't
year.
get the same
They're not-
line.
that's
Like
not-
we're not even
that's-
gonna talk about the Panthers. That's like the kitty cats right now.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna scrape him. That's all they gonna do right now. Like what? No, we're not
That's
even gonna
not
talk
the
about
same
that right
team
now.
right now.
I
Hey,
don't
you know
think
what?
they're better than the Vikings.
I'm gonna let the season talk because at the end, towards the end of the season, we play them, and
What's
the
up?
whole, all-time great line, we gonna see because Linville Joseph's coming. We got Linville Joseph coming. We got Everson Griffin, Brian Robinson, Xavier Rose, he's strapping anybody who's a receiver out there. I don't care who
I'm
you
not
are.
saying y'all
He
not
clamping.
good.
I'm not saying it's gonna be a great game. It's
Harrison
gonna be a
Smith
great.
striking somebody, putting somebody in the hospital.
That's gonna be a great game. But I just think at the end of the day, the Cowboys is gonna be able to put up more points.
True.
If it come
I
down,
give
if
you
it come
that.
down to
Now that I
overtime,
give you.
if it come down to overtime, bro,
Yeah.
the Cowboys can put up the points.
Minnesota
Cowboys
can.
got the offense that Minnesota does not have. Now, if you combine the two teams and you have Minnesota's defense with Cowboys offense,
That's
That's championship all
I
day.
was gonna say,
Super Bowl
That
right
be
now.
cheating. That be
I need
cheating.
Super Bowl right
yeah,
now.
but we talking about we talking about just fictional, fantasy time, But yeah, that team is just like that. I feel like that offensive team is way better than the offensive team in 2014. Because the main target was Dez Bryant, and then you had a Tony Romo who was still lightweight, not even all the way back, and Tony Romo cannot move on his feet like that. Period.
Yeah.
You got a young quarterback and a young running back, and then if you have Dez Bryant back and Beasley, they gonna eat. They gonna eat all day.
You still
I
got
don't know.
Wiggins,
Tony
the Hall of Famer.
Romo.
You still got
Tony
Wiggins.
Romo.
You still got
Tony
Wiggins.
Romo wasn't purely a pocket quarterback. He's more of a play extender, like a Big Ben.
No,
Not even to the-
no,
I was
I'm
gonna say,
not.
I
You
was
can't
not
put them
like
two in the
Big Ben.
same. No.
No.
He's
No, because Big
I was
Ben
gonna
is gonna
say-
keep running with you. You can hit him, and he's gonna keep going. Ding, bing. I'm gonna take that.
But-
I'm gonna eat that.
but-
Ding, I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna eat that. Bing, I'm gonna eat that.
I mean, obviously he's not as durable as Big Ben Foss eating hits, but Tony Romo, I would consider him more of a play extender than someone that's literally.
But he's less likely to roll out of the pocket.
Yeah.
Bro. And I've been seeing Tony Romo just go ahead and fold up. He's gonna
Yeah.
go. He will go ahead and just lay down, bro.
Go
Nah.
armadillo
Also to that,
mode.
I was gonna-
Dak's feet can be a game changer in any
Yes,
football.
because he has slipped out
He
of that
didn't really
pocket.
worry about
And he
Tony
takes care of the
Romo's feet,
ball.
you know.
Yeah.
And he takes care of the
He
ball.
does.
I mean,
Only throw one
Romo throws a
interception.
lot of picks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Fluco.
Romo-
A lot of picks when
Fluco.
you need him.
When you
Not
need
the
him,
those
Exactly,
Fluco.
exactly, and that's what I'm
Fluco.
saying. And if Dak is six games
Fluco.
into the season
Fluco.
and throws his first pick, I mean, come on now. This he's taking care of the ball and he's out there doing his thing. Threw for 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Packers? 3-2 right now.
Aaron Rodgers
Rodgers
is
isn't
not the same.
himself.
Rodgers is
I don't know.
not-
I
It
just
looks
it's-
like a little ghost.
I mean, he looked like he
Discount
had a
double
little
check
dust
is
on.
not there. It's like discount, just there. It's just discount.
It's
Just
a
stop.
discount. 'Cause
Single
he don't look
check.
the same. Yeah, he was 31 for 42, 294, had 1 TD, 1 pick, but he had that fumble in the third quarter and they could have scored
In the red
and
zone.
made it to 1%
In the red zone. And he straight
like the
missed.
5-yard line, I want to say.
And he missed Randall Cobb in the end zone
Yeah,
on one.
so-
I think,
ball
think
went about
part
5
of
feet
it
over
is
his head.
chemistry. I think the chemistry all off on the
Yeah, him and
offense
Jordy
right
are
now.
not in sync.
Because Jordy used to be his boy.
That was his man.
He could whisper something Jordy head down the field. Like, that's how in sync they were. Jordy was beating everybody, every route, all of that. And since he came back from injury, he's had one big game since then, and that's it.
They got
Randall
some-
Cobb act like they don't play together. I mean, I know
It's
you
just-
from
it ain't looking good.
yeah.
It's not looking
Like,
good.
They most definitely need to have
Offensive
some,
line
they need to
sucks
have some tea
still.
time. Most definitely need to have some tea time, some bondage.
They
Yeah,
need to go to the,
they need a bye week quick,
Yeah,
basically.
they need to
they need to go to like a ropes course or something. Team
Yeah.
building
Although
exercises.
Need a
the
team building
Cowboys,
exercise.
all the Cowboys looked pretty good. The Packers were down 3 starting cornerbacks. I think that did
Yeah.
play a huge part in that.
They're still missing Sam Shields. That's a big
And
area.
they still miss. So them missing a few players kind of helped.
Injury
Dak.
is
And I
most
think
definitely
that,
playing a lot of effects in this entire season.
Yeah, if they
This
get those
entire
guys back.
season is being affected by injuries.
So
They start off extremely early.
also that was Green Bay's largest home loss in 5 years. They don't lose at home.
They don't lose at home.
At Lambeau, you don't
They
really
Oh,
lost
oh,
us
yeah.
at home.
And to
But
lose
not
to
like
2
that.
Oh,
rookies.
Nah, I
yeah.
said the biggest. That was the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
point difference.
No.
And to lose to 2
And to
rookies.
lose to 2 rookies is pretty.
That
hurts.
confirmed it for me when I said it.
Is Rodgers is his prime? Is he kind of leaving it? Y'all think it's just a high
He's
on the road?
like-
Yes,
he's
I
not-
think it's over.
Is it?
Yeah, he's
That's
starting
Is he
to.
declining a little
That's-
I
He's
bit?
think he
declining a
started to
little bit.
decline. I
He need
think.
to change. He need to change something in his game. Like,
Yeah.
like with. I
Like,
think Peyton. Oh, go ahead. You go first.
Oh, I think I remember hearing it on First Take the other day. I think it's one of them things that he was like the man of outthinking everybody. Like how Peyton Manning did. It just he was like Peyton Manning that had some athleticism. Like far as how he thought about the game. It was like hard counts, he was getting people to jump. Extra 5 yards. All right, we need them 5 yards. He was throwing the balls that only his receiver could catch it. He was making the reads before the defense could see him. And now it's like everybody like, oh, we heard that you like to do this. Oh, we heard you like to do that. So we know what you about to do before you about to do it. It's like he think of something. He's like, get out my head. And that's what everyone else is doing to him right now.
Get out my head. I also think. I mean, he is getting older, and to put this into play with Tom Brady and what's his name, Peyton Manning. Like they changed their games. Like Tom Brady changed his game at a good time, so now he's gonna stretch out his career even more. But Peyton Manning changed his game kind of late, but it made him effective for 2 more years. You know, so I think he just needs to find a way to change his game, and he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
You also can't win with 4 turnovers. They had 4 turnovers yesterday.
Yeah, you can win with 4 turnovers.
Got it.
Especially to that team. That's crazy to say,
A lot of
especially to
fumbles.
Dallas. But especially to
A lot of
Dallas right now, you can't do that right
gotta
now.
Because they offense is converting all points.
Not looking good. Not looking good right now.
Switching gears here, we got some college football. Ohio State, Wisconsin. That was a real good game, 30-23.
It was long.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
Real
God,
long
it was
game.
a long.
Real long
Big
game.
Ten football.
But
Old school smash mouth.
Dude, I took 2 naps during that game. Like,
That's Big Ten football for you. Right?
I mean, it was a good game though. Game winning overtime. Ohio State wound up winning 30-23. I mean, JT Barrett was out there doing his thing.
Yeah.
226 passing yards, touchdown, and an interception. But he also ran for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns.
he was on the move.
I mean, he
was on the
came
move like
alive in
Reese's
the
up.
fourth quarter. That's basically
That's
That's when they
Yeah.
needed. That's when they
And the defense came through in overtime.
in overtime. But
First half was rough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wisconsin was giving it to him. In the first
Punching him in the mouth.
Punch him in the mouth. That was 6 points. Is the lowest points they've had since
For
Urban
sure.
Meyer's been there.
For sure.
So yeah, they got punched in the mouth. But the second half, I mean, they're a good team. They're the number 2 team in the country for a reason. But Wisconsin showed, if Wisconsin could have any kind of offense,
If they had
they
a
could have won
quarterback.
this game.
Yeah,
I
they don't.
said
They,
it.
that's what they don't have a
Yeah,
quarterback.
I had said it, and I wrote an
Because
article.
in overtime, dude was confused.
Yeah,
He
didn't
was
know what
lost
to do.
out.
I was
Lost
gonna
in
say
the
he
sauce.
really did.
Yeah.
Lost in the sauce.
It's
Definitely
crazy. I
was.
wrote in the article, I said, if they can put up 30 points, they can win this game. And the score was 30-23. So if Wisconsin
Yes.
could have put up just 30.
They would have been all right.
Because your defense is one of the best in the country.
They would have been all
So you
right.
could have held them, but that defense. But then again, if you losing to Michigan and Ohio State, number 2 and number 3, I think you're still a pretty good team.
Yeah.
I can't take it away from Wisconsin right now because your
No.
losses are the 2 top 4 teams.
They
in the
still
country.
rank top 10 for a
And you
reason.
still
So
there.
so the coaches are saying
The
that.
committee must respect them.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're Ohio State, you have to have some type of running game because I mean, your quarterback can't run for almost 100 yards.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
Lamar
But I
Jackson
mean,
does.
but when they play Alabama or when they play Michigan,
That's a good point.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Ohio State is most definitely going to get a loss this year. They're most definitely going to
To
get.
who? The University of Michigan. I'm calling it now.
All
Just
right.
throwing it out there.
You throwing it out there?
Don't be a little.
I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I do agree with that.
I agree.
I'm not
I
gonna
think
lie.
I
I
agree
think
with
their
that.
team is talented, but you never know what can happen.
That Michigan defense is better than Wisconsin.
Like the movie said, any given Sunday, any given Saturday.
I give you that, but
Any given
what
Saturday.
Wisconsin was giving up, Michigan won't give up. So you're not going to get the 30 on it.
Because, that's what I say, Michigan can put up in points.
And then they can put up the points to go back and forth with you. So
And if you don't have no running game, you're not gonna win.
you're not going to win because if you putting, I just talked about Michigan for a little bit. You got Jordan Lewis, who's the best cornerback in the game. You got Chandler Strickland on the other side.
Oh
of the
yeah,
football.
Jordan Lewis, the truth.
You got Jabril Peppers still out there. If you try to throw against those guys 30,
Good
40
luck.
times,
Good luck.
we can count that as goodbye.
And
That's
if
a
y'all
loss.
if Ohio State can't run the ball against Wisconsin, they for sure ain't gonna run the ball against Michigan.
Not at all.
Still a great team, though. I still.
Oh
give
yeah, I
That's
was gonna say
still a great team. I
still a
would
great
give them
team.
respect.
I still think they might make it to the playoff at the end of the year, but I don't see him getting past.
Look, it's just who they got to play the rest of the season. They East is the only 2 real teams. Look, you got Nebraska, who's ranked 8th.
That's
At
gonna be
home.
good.
Nebraska
That's going to be a good
big
game.
game.
And then you got Michigan. That's their last game.
At
So you
home.
talking about
Ooh, I don't know how
Stand
they
'em
gonna
up.
make it in the playoffs now.
Well,
Because
that-
if they lose to Michigan,
they out of there.
they may get.
Wow. See, here's the question I want to pose to you guys. Because let's say Wisconsin comes out of the West and is in the Big Ten, because the Big Ten is split up into 2 divisions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's say Wisconsin comes out and Wisconsin wins the Big Ten title. Can a team with 2 losses make the college football playoff?
No.
Because the 2 losses are to Michigan and Ohio State.
I don't know. I think it's possible. I think
It's
everyone
possible,
everyone
but-
else has to have like a loss.
But it's going to be real.
But you'll have at least
shaky.
a Michigan Ohio State with a loss. And Bama could go undefeated, but I don't know.
I'm gonna say this. I don't like. I have respect for Alabama, but I need to see a full
Game.
a full schedule. Like
I
they
do, yeah.
played Tennessee last week, and I don't even think like Tennessee is
The
not.
comeback kids 2016. Right?
Yeah, that's all they are. So that's what I feel like. That's what makes them exciting. But they got Texas A&M.
That's a big
I was gonna
deal.
say they got
That's
Texas
sick.
A&M this
They're
coming
number 6
weekend.
in the country.
Where is it in Tuscaloosa? Or? I don't know off the top of my
I
head.
think they might be on the road.
They're
And And if they are, that'd be a pretty good matchup.
I was gonna say.
It's in Alabama.
It's in Tuscaloosa. I was gonna say it's
Roll Tide.
it's something else
That's
trying
it.
to win in Saban's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can beat them at home, but trying to go to Tuscaloosa and beat Alabama
Because
is
it's
tough.
all who Alabama
tough
plays. Because I
task.
don't feel like the SEC is ranked like that no more. The SEC is not what it used to be,
Nah,
and
it's
they
just one
keep
good team, in my opinion.
yeah, and they keep giving these rankings like it's SEC like it's like it, and I'm like it's not
It's
there
not,
no
yeah.
more. You know,
It's not. It's really
it's
not.
not. It's not 19 whatever. It's not
It's
there
not
no
even
more.
2011. This is not the
No.
same
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
it used to be.
Like okay, they have LSU who's ranked 25th, which
Okay.
LSU has good players, but they don't have
a good team.
a good
Yeah.
team. Then you have
They know how to waste talent.
right,
Definitely.
most definitely. Then you have Auburn at the end of the season, and that's not.
Not even ranked at this point.
They're ranked
Are they?
21st, 21.
Oh, they had a couple big wins as a league.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see because I feel like
And Texas A&M game's gonna be all right. If they win that game, I'll give them a little bit more say.
yeah. But the college football players will mention this year because I would like to see if Wisconsin they don't lose again this year.
I mean,
You know,
Well,
two
Wisconsin
losses.
Wisconsin plays
That was their
Nebraska
toughest
at
schedule.
home.
Yeah.
that was his toughest part of the schedule. That three-headed monster, two-headed monster because Michigan State pretenders. But it was supposed to be a three-headed monster. Michigan State, Ohio State, Michigan then Ohio State. But if they could get through there with one win, I mean, that's kind of what's expected. I thought
Yeah.
at best they would get two. But they blew that when they just coughed the game up versus Ohio State.
It'll be interesting to see.
They still got Nebraska. Like they got a decent.
I was gonna
schedule.
say Wisconsin still has to play Nebraska at home. I mean, granted it's at home, but
It's still Nebraska, and if they
Now, if
still
Ohio
undefeated at
State
that time,
loses to Nebraska and Michigan, they're not going to the playoffs.
nah.
Yeah.
They're not going to the playoffs
Uh-uh.
because their schedule's not hard enough for them to go.
But
to
I
the playoffs
could
off
see
that.
a one-loss team still making the playoffs.
Oh no, a
Oh, yeah.
one-loss team is
It's-
going.
it's-
to the
I was
playoffs.
gonna say, it's
even out of the
definitely
Big
gonna
Ten, I
happen.
can still, it's a possibility. I don't know.
It's gonna be a one-loss team
It
in
can be a
there.
one-loss
I
team.
just don't know which one-loss team it'll be.
Yeah.
let's get into some baseball. So last night the Indians and the Blue Jays played in what was it, Game 3?
Game 3.
Game 3.
Yeah.
Indians Blue Jays. It was a pretty good game. Long game, but it was. I mean,
Well, the story starts off with Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer, he had cut
his finger.
He cut the top of his pinky finger and
on his
he
drone
had,
or something like
yeah,
that.
and he,
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
know.
that pinky ain't no joke.
That
I broke
hurt,
my
man.
pinky, and I had the skin on the inside was like a flap.
Ooh.
Yeah, this was.
Well, his looked a little bit like that. It looked like
Yeah.
a little red pepper or something like that dot on his
Oh,
pinky.
yeah. He was
And
bleeding
at-
pretty bad.
Yeah,
He
after
was bleeding
21
pretty bad.
pitches, his
That's a pull.
pinky,
Oh,
yeah,
it
had
was
to put him
dripping.
because
Oh,
his pinky was bleeding, and they used seven relievers.
Six guys. 6 pitchers came in.
Well, six pitchers after him, and seven pitchers in general in order to win the game. A total of 149 pitches between all of them,
Wow.
and no pitcher threw more than 28 pitches, and no pitcher pitched more than an inning and 2/3. So that was just great work.
It was really a
by
bullpen win. I
Terry
was gonna say
Francona.
Terry Francona. I mean, Terry Francona knows what to do. I mean, he won World Series. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, two.
He's won some World Series, so he knows what it takes to get there. And I mean, they're up 3-0 against Toronto. And it's
Yeah.
not like Toronto scrubs. They have Jose Bautista. They have Josh Donaldson. They have those boys.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion
Who could
and
win
Troy
AL
Tulowitzki.
MVP, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think the Indians tonight might upset Toronto at home.
Most
I
of
think
that.
it's over.
I think it's over.
think it's
Because
over?
I just look at it. You
The
look at their
momentum.
team. It's not just momentum. Terry Francona, Tito, he know what he's doing. You got Andrew Miller and Cody Allen, a good two-headed monster as far as a closer and setup man, whatever you want to call it. He switched it up last night. He put Cody Allen on the heavy righty part of the middle of the lineup for Toronto, and that worked out. He pitched an inning and 2/3, only throwing 27 pitches. Then you bring in Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller, 11 out of 14 batters he faced versus Toronto, he struck out. So he threw 21 pitches, very efficient. Then he had a great slider, fastball combo, and he's not even putting much on some of his pitches, and they're just swinging because they like, I don't even know if I can hit this. I might as well swing. Like, if either I don't swing or I'm gonna get struck out looking.
Yeah.
So and then I like the move that he moved Corey Kluber up on short rest
Yeah,
to just
I
put it
saw that.
just to put it away because Corey Kluber is their best. He's their ace.
Yeah.
You lost Danny Salazar to a forearm strain. Then the last time, ironically, that they threw out all these relievers in order to piecemeal a W was when on September 17th, when Carlos Carrasco, when he broke one of his hands in his metacarpal, and they've done this before. They've done this 6 times this year, including the playoff game, and they're 4-2. Having
The strategy works.
the strategy works. So they know what they're doing. And Terry Francona, he don't care if he has to put 5 relievers out, 6 relievers out. He's managing
He'll
pitch
manage
counts.
them to win the game.
Yeah, he's managing pitch counts, so they're finding ways in order to still use these guys, but not strain them. So I think it's gonna work.
So, and then also tonight is the Cubs and Dodgers game. The series is tied 1-1. Game tonight is in L.A.
I like
Hill
the
is on the mound for the Dodgers tonight, but he's 0-2 in the playoffs. And they got Jake Arrieta starting tonight for the Cubs. I mean,
I like
the series,
the Dodgers.
the series is tied. The series is tied 1-1, but I think the Cubs are going to beat the Dodgers in the series. The Cubs, they look like the best team overall. They have all the pieces there to take them there. They have the best. They have the best starting rotation in the league.
Yeah.
And they have the best closer in the league. And it's not showing up in the playoffs, but they got. I mean, who's going? Tell me how many guys are going to hit a roll? This is Chapman's 103 miles per hour fastball.
Not a lot, but
That's
it's a
what
couple
I'm saying.
closers that I'll probably take over him. And
Hey.
two of them playing in the playoffs. I take Jansen, who apparently, I don't know if he got some type of cyborg arm, but he threw 51 pitches and basically shut the whole Nationals lineup down almost single-handedly with the help of Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah.
Then you have Andrew Miller. Did I tell you about that fastball slider combo?
Yeah.
And how he won the Mariano Rivera Reliever of the Year award last year when he was pitching with none other than the New York Yankees when they had the 3-headed reliever monster before the trade deadline.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched enough of the series yet, but I will say the Cubs, you got to win at home. And so I don't know if the Cubs can go on the road and get, if they can split as well. So I can see the Dodgers going up 3-1, going back to Chicago, honestly.
Well, the Dodgers pitcher tonight is 0-2 in this playoffs, and he's a lefty. But the batters on the Cubs, their average in the playoffs versus lefties is a .157 in the playoffs.
I mean,
during the regular season, they were crushing the ball. They hit the ball. But if they hitting like that, I don't know. But I'm still taking the Cubs. I mean, the last time Arrieta played against the Dodgers in LA, he threw a no-hitter. So, I mean, how do you go against that?
That's true.
Yeah, right there. I can't have it.
Last but not least, NBA is starting next week. So what are y'all expecting? What is y'all's,
I mean, you're only watching teams to play for second place right now because
Right.
I mean,
Anybody
you
be
got
worse,
Golden
man.
State with this super team.
I know, but I feel like in basketball, in sports in general, anything can happen. Somebody, tear their ACL, break their ring finger, something. Next thing you know, you could go from being NBA champ to being second round of playoffs.
Here's the thing though. Let's say something happened to Golden State, if somebody gets hurt,
They got 3 other guys.
You got 3 other guys.
I
that
get
were
what you're
out.
saying. But don't speak too soon. Let the season play out before
I give
that
it to
happens.
you.
Because look at Memphis. I'm not saying Memphis was going to be a champion, but literally their whole team. Hey, bro, don't make that face at me. I know they can't see your face, but I see your face, and I don't like that
You
disrespect
said
right now.
He said he don't like to put some respect on
I'm
his
just-
name.
Golden State.
All I'm
some
saying,
respect
I'm
on
saying
his
in
name.
general, anything can happen. They're human. They're not robots.
True, I get
They
you
don't
that.
put some oil in him, he'll be good. Like all the Memphis set the record last year for having the most most guys play in a season for their team. Had 28 different dudes play on their team. Talking about D-League, we talking about dudes from China, Guatemala, all that stuff.
Down the street from
Yeah,
Kroger.
exactly. From Kroger.
Yeah, they had all
Blue
types of.
cords.
I mean, I
Yeah.
understand.
So I'm saying anything can happen. I'm saying barring no injuries, they are the favorite. But I'm saying anything can happen.
I
Or
said-
somebody could just not play to their potential. The first year is always the
The shaky year.
Yeah,
I understand
shaky
what
year
you're
for
saying.
these
But that's
teams.
for every other
I
team
think-
outside of that team. But I'm sorry, keep
I think it's just gonna be the same 2 teams that's been in the championship.
boring.
Like it's gonna be Cavs and the Warriors all over again.
Yeah.
And you watching a team play for second place because with the Cavs, the team that they got now, they couldn't compete with the Warriors. No, I don't care how long LeBron James played in the game. He could play the whole game plus overtime. He can get there early. He's not going.
Yeah, I give you that. That team
I don't
is
give
too
if
loaded.
he can start 15 minutes early and start putting up shots and they can all count. After that, no. It's not gonna work out.
I don't know, but at the same
And
time,
I love LeBron James.
at the same time,
LeBron James. I love LeBron.
at the same time, I agree, but you never know.
You right. You
Because,
never know.
I mean,
Apparently, LeBron got Kevin Durant hot. No matter if they play outside, inside, in the
he got hard. Oh, he got hard.
No, I'm
But
saying
just
when he plays LeBron James, he does not play well.
Yeah.
Like he puts up numbers, but it don't end up
Yeah,
the
but
results.
that was with OKC.
I get what you're saying.
I get what
This
you're
is
saying.
different beast,
But
bro.
this is how we looking at it, bro. Like if you looking at the teams right now, everybody's healthy, everybody's playing. Because I mean, the Warriors have been playing nice in these preseason.
Yeah.
Okay, if everybody keeps playing like this, it's gonna be the Warriors and the Cavs for the Warriors to win.
Yeah.
Period. Like I said, LeBron James and Kyrie, they can both get there early. Everybody can get there early.
I agree, but I don't know about that. But I
I
agree.
want
All I'm saying is I need to see
130.
teams actually play in competition in certain situations, because when the lights bright in certain situations come up, anything can happen. Because
You're right.
you got 4 guys that are all two of the guys are ball dominant guys in Curry and Kevin Durant. Draymond handles the ball a lot because of the pick and rolls and different situations they run, and
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson needs the ball too. So even though they say all the right things right now, everything changes when first thing somebody don't hit the right shot at the right time, someone doesn't perform how they supposed to. The pressure was bad enough in Miami. You think the pressure gonna be any less for this team?
I think
It'll be
It'd be even more.
But
So,
they're a lot better than Miami because
Yeah.
you could match up with Miami still, but this team you
It's
can't
hard
match
to
up.
match up
You
with
can't.
them.
Who you gonna double? You gonna double team Steph Curry? Okay, I'll pass it to Klay Thompson. Bucket. Who you gonna double? Klay
Double
Thompson.
Klay,
All right,
I'm going
KD.
to
Where you
KD.
at? You know
can't
what I'm
really
saying?
double anybody. It's like you against that team. You just gonna have to hope that they stamina ain't as good as yours, and you gonna have to full court press them for majority
You gotta
95%
hope they have a
of the
bad
games.
night.
Hope they have a bad night. And
And
I
even
mean,
still, 2 of them having a bad night. You still got
You
another
still
one.
got.
yeah,
You still
and,
got.
you, and I
do
mean,
more.
and it's a team that's gonna live by the 3, die by the 3. So if they're
It's
not
fine
hitting
with
that
me,
3,
bro.
then I mean that's what it is. But to get away from them, because everybody's talking about them, I think who took the biggest loss in the offseason was the Hawks. Why would you pick up?
Didn't I say that?
Why would you
You picked
pick
up
up?
Dwight Howard.
Why would you do that and drop T?
He's a cancer. Oh, let me not say that. That's kind of strong.
No, not T. He's saying Howard.
Dwight Howard's a
Dwight Howard
cancer.
makes
I thought you
any
were saying
team
T.
worse that he goes to. I don't
Oh
think
my
anybody
God.
agree. And I
He's
had
a
Atlanta. I
crybaby.
don't see them making the playoffs this year. I know that
I
may be
wonder
a
if he
little
wears
far.
mascara.
Maybe a little far fetched, but the East got better. A few teams got better. I didn't
The
see
Knicks,
Atlanta
the
get
Bulls.
better at all.
I think that
Boston got better. Took
Boston
off.
got better.
I think
Boston got a lot
gonna-
better.
I think Boston low key can be scared.
Hey, cause
I
Isaiah
like Boston.
Thomas. Hey, I'm
Boston-
rocks with
Now,
the long
Boston-
way.
Al Horford can boogie down on anybody.
Boston-
Too.
Can too.
Boston might make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll go out on a limb and say
I picked Boston before I picked Toronto.
My
You got
sleeper
them
is
two
Chicago.
shaky backcourt mates right there. Both of them sitting at the Blue Jays game like this. Oh, I remember when we lost to Cleveland too. Like that's basically what they're doing. I mean, they're so night and day. You go flip a coin. Who gonna drop 30? Oh, maybe not neither one of them. They may shoot 1 for 30 because they pick and choose when they want to play. Hopefully, playing with all-time greats with Team USA help their games out, because Team USA, it's a great way for you to step your game up. Because anybody that plays on Team USA, the next year, their year is crazy, which is kind of scary, like you said with the Warriors.
Yeah, in the East.
As I say, half of the 18.
Yeah, that's
But in the East, I have a
Half
few
of the
sleepers. I actually like Chicago.
Chicago.
I do like
UAB.
Chicago make a
I'm
I
gonna tell
actually
you
like
why.
Chicago a lot.
They said Rajon needs to get a jumper. I don't care about his jumper.
Michael
Dude
Carter Williams
has
needs
the
jumper.
best passes in the league,
And
bro.
that pickup of Michael Carter Williams was really
Right.
sneaky.
Really?
That was
I
a
was gonna
really
say,
good
was
pick.
really
And
good.
then only give up Tony Snell for him?
Yeah.
And I think that's a defensive team right there.
Yeah.
And in my team, anytime I want to pick a team, I'm picking a defensive team,
Yeah.
and they got that defense.
I don't know about the
Hey,
scoring.
all I'm saying.
Score,
All I'm
but
saying,
defense,
all
they
I'm
go
saying-
phone booth then.
Well, I was
You
gonna-
gonna
I
think you in
was
a
gonna
phone booth with an alley cat.
All I'm saying is, we've had this story before with Chicago teams.
Yeah, but now with
No.
D-Wade
No. I agree. D-Wade, my man. All I'm saying is,
Bad D-Rose, bro.
all I'm saying is, them teams that clamp you down all season in the playoffs when the games slow down Yeah, you got D Wade and Jimmy Butler, but that's no longer gonna be the problem. They want to have somebody you can throw the ball to, be like, hey, give me a bucket, because Derrick Rose, I mean, his jumper was shaky anyway. I mean, I'm not saying D
He
Rose.
was a Chicago player though. He
Yeah.
never had a jumper. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on. Cause let's look at it like this. He's like how Dwayne Wade was when he was still in college.
Yeah,
Dwayne Wade, he's not gonna pull up. He's trying to take it to the cup, and he don't mind getting thrown onto the ground. He's a Chicago player, like they play outside. It's the Windy City. You ain't gonna keep on throwing up jumpers. You going to the cup,
Oh yeah,
baby. Let's
he
get
shoot the
buckets.
jump and make like, phew.
Yeah, you trying to get buckets. We going up here to the cup, like, and I mean that's how Derrick Rose play. That's why I like his style of play. But
Chicago looks good. Indiana.
Chicago needs
pick
big
up
man
of Al
play.
Jefferson. You got Al. PG is going. He's coming back in the
And
form
Jeff
of
Teague.
being. And you got Jeff Teague. PG's one of my
Miles
favorites.
Turner.
What about the
Miles
Knicks?
Turner. If D Rose, that's
What
stuff
about the
you gonna
Knicks? I was gonna say if D Rose's situation
I
gets
feel
handled,
like New
I
York
think the
is
Knicks
gonna
can
be
be
like,
alright.
I just hope he didn't like have a hitman out here on that detective. Like, long as all of that is A1,
If they're,
we
yeah,
good.
he ain't got no.
And
legal
long as he
stuff
can
on
play,
Yeah.
long as he can play,
That
that's-
lineup is nice.
I mean, they still talented, but that lineup look nice on paper. If we was talking about NBA 2K from 2K12, like this 2K17,
Ooh.
Jakeem Noah ain't the defensive player of the year anymore,
He also wasn't happy in Chicago either. So
and he also was hurt. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Their
And he
bodies
was
got to
get-
be working.
and he was overextended. He was
That too.
overextended.
Yeah.
You got to think he was trying to make up for the play of
Derrick Rose not
Derrick
being
Rose
there.
not being there. Then who else was missing? Somebody else was missing. Dude was playing for like 3
Carlos
people at one time.
Boozer was a
Yeah.
waste of money.
But I mean, think about it. They have Carmelo, D
You
Rose,
got
Joakim
And-
Noah,
Porzingis.
and Porzingis. Porzingis is out there
And I-
doing his thing.
And like that was the thing. They couldn't Melo and Porzingis, or however you say his name. They couldn't put up enough points.
I
they
can trust
physically-
both of them.
I can trust both of them, but they could not physically put
Yeah,
up
they
enough points to
physically
compete
can't.
up with
Yeah.
another team because them two people are going to ball. You going to get 15, 20, 25 points out of Melo, and you going to get about 4 blocks out of Porzingis.
Porzingis. You said it right the
What I'm
first time.
saying, Noah doesn't have to overextend himself because he's
Exactly.
got scores now.
And Porzingis
You
is
got
actually pretty
You
decent
actually
defender.
got one of the best scorers to ever play the game.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Melo's
on
going
your
to eat.
team right now.
And
So
you
I
got
was gonna say
Wade.
Melo's
I'm
of
saying,
course gonna get
I'm
his.
still, I
Wade.
still can't trust Derrick Rose, like you said.
I
That
get
whole,
you. I
that
get
whole
you.
Chicago's broken glass jumper, I'm not trusting it.
I get that.
I mean, his knees are like paper mache right now. Until he learn how to change his game, he's always gonna
He
be the
has to change
highest man that he played
But
like when
last
he was
year
in
he
Chicago.
played 66 games. And I think he just had to get that one season under his belt. I
I'm
think
saying-
now he'll be okay. he may
Dude,
not be 20 MVP level again.
Out of qualified
Yeah, he'll be
NBA
okay.
players, the only person that shot worse from the field than Derrick Rose was Kobe. Mind you, Kobe tore his Achilles, his meniscus, and he was 37.
I said, watch it now.
Where
I was gonna
Derrick
say
Rose
that,
is 26.
That's getting a little
Little
touchy.
testy.
I don't care if y'all Lakers fans. I'm just putting it out. Kobe's still that man, but I'm just saying,
Alright.
if Derrick Rose is shooting with someone who physically was like not able to play because of age and all the attrition done to his body, that's not good.
Again,
He 26 playing with knees on 40
never
year
had a
old.
guy that can put up 28 a night. He's got
It's,
a
he,
Melo.
like, that's what that's why I
And
think he's
Jennings
gonna be
off the
different.
bench can score too.
Yeah, he's
You
not.
got scoring
He's
on
not
that.
gonna be playing. He's not gonna have to play
like he did.
like he did. He's not gonna have to play almost 3 complete quarters, 3.5 quarters. This is gonna give him time to get his knees back.
I agree, but Jimmy was averaging 20 points per game last 2 years. He ain't do nothing with that.
But I don't think he was all the way back these last 2 years either. I think this time has given him. It just has given him time to develop. I think this season he's gonna have one of the best seasons he's had in years. Not saying he's gonna be MVP status
statistics.
because he's not gonna never be MVP
Yeah.
status again until he changes his style of play. He has
Yeah.
to develop a jumper. If dude can get that jumper and he still got them same handles, he's gonna eat.
Now,
And
now let
Jimmy
me.
ain't no Melo. That's another thing too. This is Melo.
I'm not, yeah, I agree. He ain't
Melo's
no
gonna
Melo.
pull.
Yeah.
He gonna hit.
Melo's gonna get his.
He's pulling with no conscience.
No conscience.
Now let me ask y'all this before we get out of here. The Timberwolves, is this their year to make it to the
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
AC.
Playoffs.
Y'all think so?
AC.
They the
Playoffs.
2010 Thunder. They gonna
Playoffs.
finally get over the
Y'all
hump
think
and
so?
sneak in the
This is
playoffs.
This
Yeah.
is the year.
Playoffs.
I mean,
Because I like Chris
Carl-
Dunn.
I was
to
gonna
me.
say, I
Carl
like
Towns
Chris Dunn.
probably gonna make the All-Star game this year.
Oh, yeah,
Don't be
definitely.
surprised.
I saw
This year.
I saw a thing earlier on SportsCenter that said 43% of GMs in the NBA said they would start a franchise with Karl Anthony Towns. And
Well,
it's
He's a
just
nice
what-
person.
Hey,
It is
you,
what
He's a
he-
nice person.
You-
I would too. He's
Hey.
a wonderful person to be around. Yes.
Hey,
He is a
UK,
nice guy.
UK got the blood flowing because Hey, last year, if you wanted to start a team, you picked Anthony. This year, it was Carl. And the breakout player that most GMs picked was Devin Booker.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
apparently, we just make pretty good NBA players.
I could definitely see Minnesota taking that next seat. They got a good young.
Yeah.
They got
You got-
Andrew Wiggins,
You
Zach
got Thibodeau,
LaVine.
who may not offensively be the greatest coach, but defensively.
But
And that was their
defensively,
problem.
They
They
gonna
need
lock
that
some
was
up.
the
points.
problem. They couldn't play defense.
Yeah.
So this year I can see them ace.
And they can put the ball in the hole. I mean, throw
Yeah,
the ball
They
all
can
over
score.
town.
They
Carl
got
gonna
score.
average
And
20.
the thing is,
Andrew gonna average 20.
Towns can do it all. Towns can shoot the ball, and he can post up and bully down.
You
low.
still got like you said, you still got Wiggins out there.
And
Wiggins
Exactly.
and Wiggins
Dog.
Wiggins
And
ball.
LeVine.
And LeVine.
And Chris
he's so
Dunn can
athletic.
be locked down
Levine,
defensively. Levine, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
can be
Levine, I'm
locked
sorry.
down defensively. I feel like. So that's
I
a
got
good
one more
young
question.
team.
For, I know it's supposed to be the last one, but I thought about this. What is the best rookie? Who you think gonna be the best rookie after draft?
Best rookie?
Yeah,
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
Numbers wise, or we're talking about like
Or like
actual
rookie
effect
of the
on the
year.
game.
rookie of the year.
Brandon Ingram.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Most
I
definitely
think
with
Ben
Ingram.
Simmons is
He's
overhyped.
hurt.
He's over.
He's
yeah,
hurt.
He's
He's
hurt.
hurt right now.
But I think, he was,
he's overhyped.
He
Yeah.
needed more development. For
Yeah.
him.
Dude can't shoot anything that's not in the paint.
Well, I mean,
If it's not
LeBron,
colored, he can't shoot it.
LeBron can shoot coming into the league though.
Yeah, but that's
I feel,
LeBron.
I feel
Told
like
you
LeBron.
he's-
I feel like Ben Simmons has some of the same skill sets,
He's
but
not-
LeBron was a freakish athlete coming in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
always
not
been
that.
athletic.
He's not that athletic.
Like
He's not
he was
athletic.
born probably like able to jump like 20 inches off the ground, something like that.
I don't. Brandon Ingram, I like him.
I think he's rookie of the year. this
I-
year. I'm
I'm gonna
would
tell
take
you
him
why.
as a
I'm
rookie.
gonna tell you why.
I believe
Brandon
in
Ingram
the
gonna
KD
bring that
comparisons.
old school, linky, just shooter, but I can post if I want to type
He
of player.
got
Like,
that George Gervin, Kevin Durant type of flow. I think
Yeah.
I
I
got
think he
that.
got
Dirk
ISO
Nowitzki.
scored.
Dirk Nowitzki, he shoot just like him.
Think
Like,
so?
dude, you can still be right here with dude, and because he rises up
His
so
arms
high.
are so long,
His
yeah.
his arms are so high, and he releases his shot at the highest point. It's hard to block his shot, and he releases up so high. I watched this Sports Science, and they put dude literally in a phone booth, and it was like a little box. That's the only thing he could see out through the thing, and his arms could only do is he couldn't really do none of that. And he was going up 7 out of 10. Come on,
Golly.
I hope y'all right, because
Clip.
I'm a Laker fan.
come on.
Clip.
So hopefully I'm wrong and Lakers get that 8 spot, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, no. I mean, personally, my favorite pick in the draft was Chris Dunn. I don't know if he'll get Rookie of the Year, but he's my favorite.
Rookie
pick
of the
in
year, I think is.
I was
So
gonna
Brandon.
say-
obviously, Brandon Ingram taking Rookie of the Year.
All right, y'all.
We out of here.
Catch y'all next time.
Catch y'all in a couple weeks. It's halftime.